I understand why stocks in this sector have had a run up. You know, we also downgraded Discovery from a buy to a hold. 30% gain in 2 weeks. You know, the point is that there is such a thing as a benefit that comes from consolidation for the industry. But for Disney, because they were expected to be a consolidator, yeah, they're either getting the synergies and that would have added value, or they're going to have to pay more and that's going to dilute existing shareholders. So Disney's run up, either way you cut it, it's negative for Disney.
Do you see them ever adding cash, or are the tax implications of that too heinous? And can you give us an idea of how you expect this to play out and who the eventual winner of the prize is?
Yeah, unfortunately, I would just be guessing like everyone else, really. There may be creative, clever solutions that can find a way to help Disney avoid diluting its existing shareholders and still trumping the Comcast bid. I don't know what that is, but it's hard to imagine.
Hey, Brian,
I think they just have to pay up for it.
If they're damned if they do this and damned if they don't, what's your recommendation that they do?
Well, you know, here's the thing. I think that they must have a set of numbers about an optimistic case, and I think you probably have to bet with the most optimistic case you've got internally, because I believe in their strategy. I actually think very positively about the approach they're trying to take, that they want to own a lot of direct consumer approaches, right? It makes a ton of sense. They want to go heavy against that approach. Without Fox, they can certainly do it, but it's going to be a little bit harder. It's not as compelling a proposition.
Brian, I don't know if you've been polling investors on this, but one of the big questions has been, given the box that Disney seems to be in and the fact that they're going to have to raise their bid to some number, do you believe they have to raise their bid to the $65 billion figure that Comcast has now put forward, or could it be less, or does it have to actually even be more?
My guess is it would have to at least match. That's just a guess, though.
Yeah.
And
there might be a way they could come up with a more compelling option, including cash, and maybe they find some way to create some optionality for investors.
But if you think their stock is overvalued at this point and they're using stock as a big part of the purchasing power, what?
It's still overvalued. I mean, the fact is I didn't change my price target, to be clear. I don't see positivity from this at this point to valuation. And so it's overvalued either way.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.